If you're as hooked on the 90-Day Fiancé universe as I am, then you know that the drama, the meltdowns, and the rollercoaster relationships keep us coming back for more. Today, we're diving into a big misstep made by 90 Day, the last resort for Season 2. Yep, they brought in some of our favorite chaotic couples, but somehow, they missed the mark by leaving out one pair that would have been golden for the show. Picture this: explosive fights, cultural clashes, and a whole lot of drama. But instead of casting a couple that brings all that intensity and more, they opted for Stacey Silver and Florian Sukaj. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Stacey and Florian, but when it comes to drama on The Last Resort, there's one couple we needed, wanted, and frankly, deserved: Kimberly Rochelle and TJ Goswami. So buckle up. We're breaking down why Kimberly and TJ would have been the perfect addition to Season 2, from their fiery arguments to their cultural challenges, and the fan base they've already stirred up. We'll see just how big of a missed opportunity this really is. Let's get into it. All right, so the cast for Season 2 was revealed, and we've got some big names that are sure to bring the drama, like Sophie Sierra and Rob Warm, along with Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo. These are couples with tumultuous histories, and we know they're going to give us plenty of tea to sip. But then, there's Stacey and Florian. Look, they have their ups and downs, but their story is a bit more settled than what we might hope for on The Last Resort. But Kimberly and TJ, now that's where the real action is. Just think of the fireworks we'd get from watching them sort out their issues in a setting designed for couples therapy. Let's talk about Kimberly and TJ's time on 90 Day Fiancé the other way. This couple gave us everything you want in a reality TV pairing. Kimberly uprooted her whole life to move to India, hoping to marry TJ and start fresh. But when she got there, things quickly took a turn for the worse. Right out of the gate, she struggled with adapting to TJ's world. Now, here's the deal. Kimberly has this larger-than-life personality, and she doesn't hold back. She came off as unappreciative, constantly criticizing the way things were done in India, especially TJ's family customs. Remember when she berated TJ because their apartment didn't meet her expectations? She wanted things to be perfect, while TJ tried to keep the peace. It was intense, awkward, and oh so dramatic, the perfect mix for a show like The Last Resort. Every good reality series has its villains, right? And boy, does Kimberly fill that role. Her outbursts, her dramatic eye rolls, and her explosive arguments have earned her the reputation as one of the more contentious figures in the 90 Day universe. Fans compare her to other fiery characters like Jasmine and Angela Deem, two iconic names in the franchise known for their bold personalities. Think of how interesting it would have been to see Kimberly work on those issues in a therapeutic setting on The Last Resort. She's made it clear she's stubborn and quick to judge, especially when it comes to TJ's family and cultural traditions. This isn't just any drama. These are deep-seated issues that can make or break a marriage, especially one as fresh and fragile as Kimberly and TJ's. One thing that sets Kimberly and TJ apart from other couples is the huge cultural divide they're dealing with. Unlike Stacey and Florian, who both come from relatively similar backgrounds, Kimberly and TJ are worlds apart, literally. Kimberly had a hard time adjusting to TJ's cultural values. One memorable example was her reaction to TJ's family's traditional rituals, like using cow dung in cooking, which she found absolutely unappealing. Imagine watching Kimberly work through these cultural differences with TJ in a safe, open environment on The Last Resort. This isn't just good TV. It's the kind of drama that keeps you glued to your screen, waiting to see if they can overcome their differences or if they'll walk away. And wouldn't that make a way more compelling narrative than Stacey and Florian's relatively mild story? It's not just the cultural differences. Kimberly and TJ struggle to communicate in any language. They're constantly at each other's throats. And while many couples in the 90 Day universe have arguments, the way Kimberly and TJ handle conflict is on another level. Kimberly is vocal. She doesn't mince words, she raises her voice. And she even resorts to name-calling. Remember her calling TJ a Thai baby on The Other Way, or when she insulted Jenny Slatten, calling her a scented during the tell-all. This kind of aggressive communication is clearly hurting their relationship, and it would have been amazing to see her work on these issues with the counselors on The Last Resort. She has room to grow, and seeing her transform from a so-called villain into a more understanding partner. Now that would be something to root for. It's not all on Kimberly. TJ has his own issues with listening and empathy. He gets defensive, and instead of calming things down, he matches Kimberly's energy, which only makes things escalate faster. If either of them could learn to listen and respond calmly, their relationship would improve so much. Seeing that kind of progress on The Last Resort would be inspiring to fans, and maybe even relatable to viewers in similar relationships. Let's look back at Season 1 of The Last Resort. Remember Big Ed Brown and Jasmine? These two were definitely high on the drama scale, but they actually made progress through therapy. The show brought in experts to help couples unpack their issues confront their pasts, and figure out how to move forward. If Big Ed and Jasmine can make improvements, imagine the progress Kimberly and TJ could make with some real guidance. The thing with Kimberly and TJ is that they're still young in their relationship. Unlike Stacey and Florian, they haven't settled into long-term patterns yet. They're at a crossroads. They could get some real tools to communicate better and respect each other's cultures. They could turn things around in a big way. The Last Resort could give them exactly that. Look, Stacey and Florian have their fan base, but Kimberly and TJ have already gained tons of attention because of their explosive nature and rough start. They're the kind of couple that gets people talking, sparking debates in fan groups, and creating endless memes. Fans love to hate Kimberly's antics, but can't look away from the drama she brings. Including them in The Last Resort would not only boost the show's excitement level, but also give fans what they've been asking for: resolution to their messy storyline. In the end, we're left with Stacey and Florian, a couple whose drama level might feel mild compared to Kimberly and TJ's explosive dynamic. And that's disappointing, because The Last Resort is a series that promises to help couples grow, change, and ultimately heal. Kimberly and TJ could have been the perfect project. Two people with loads of potential, but a mountain of issues to work through. So, to sum it up, 90 Day, The Last Resort made a huge mistake by overlooking Kimberly and TJ for Season 2. Stacey and Florian are alright, but they don't bring the intensity that this show needs to thrive. Kimberly and TJ have everything: a wild storyline, a volatile relationship, cultural clashes, and massive communication problems. They're the perfect mix of chaos and potential redemption, and fans are already invested in seeing what happens to them. Let's hope that TLC realizes what a mistake they've made and considers bringing Kimberly and TJ into future seasons or spin-offs, because if there's one thing reality TV has taught us, it's that people love a good redemption arc. And Kimberly and TJ are just waiting to be redeemed. Alright fam, what do you think? Should Kimberly and TJ have been on Season 2 of The Last Resort? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for all the latest on 90 Day Fiancé and beyond. Until next time, keep watching, keep talking, and keep that popcorn ready. See ya.